Good morning, everyone, and welcome to FPC Radio Live. It is September the 27th, 2022, and John, Hurricane Ian is bearing down on us here in Southwest Florida. So we're going to have a pretty quick show today. It's not going to be too involved trying to get everything done before the rain start, which should be pretty nice. And for those out there who wonder, I've lived down here for almost 8 years now, so we kind of take the same mentality as you do when it comes to blizzards and nor'easters and all that stuff, John. I mean, it's like, okay, get some water. Power's going to be out. Have some candles. Be safe and all that. It's probably going to get us and I don't blame. I mean, it's named after me, so you know it's going to be intense.
It's going to be relentless. It's going to have.
You've seen me on Twitter.
Oh, absolutely. It's got a Tampa Bay Buccaneers number 12 jersey on it with the eye of the storm, so it is going to be relentless. Make sure you get milk, bread, and eggs in case you have a thinking of maybe making French toast at some point. I've never understood why the power's going out with get milk, bread, and eggs. I do like French toast, but I don't think it's essential in the middle of a hurricane or a storm.
Well, it's like you get canned soup, and it's like, all right, well, how are you going to heat it up, you know? But good thing for me though, I have I have like one of those like little fire pits that doubles as you can, put it as like a wood like grill. So like if need be, I can always whip something up once the rains subside. But obviously, considering the location of where I'm at, it's very rare, obviously, that this area ever gets hit with like any sort of direct impact or anything like that. There's always, obviously hurricane season and stuff like that. So this one, it's a little unpredictable. So we're kind of playing it by ear. And obviously, the Buccaneers having a game that's to be played here Sunday, have been proactive and have actually gone down to Miami to practice because obviously, excuse me, they're a little bit more out of the way because this storm is a bit unique in the sense that it's taking that almost hard right turn, as it comes up to the Gulf. So obviously Miami is going to get a lot of rain, but certainly not the storm and wind and stuff that Tampa is expected to get in this area. So the Buccaneers have gone down to Miami to practice and prepare, and the word is obviously they're going to be keeping an eye on what's happening for the game Sunday. Most of the storm is supposed to be coming, I believe, kind of starting to get rain early tomorrow, heavy storm Wednesday night into Thursday morning. So theoretically, John, 3 days from that, 3.5 days from that, um, the field may be ready to be played on. So that's not completely out of the question, but we'll have to see because it's a big Sunday night matchup.
Yeah, against the Chiefs. So they want you in Tampa with Kansas City, so be it. The Dolphins are playing Thursday night in Cincinnati, so Miami Stadium will be available. So maybe Brady can finally play a home game in Miami.
Well, not quite. I've heard actually the Saints and Minnesota as possibilities because neither will be exactly. Excuse me. And I think again for if the NFL can help it, I can imagine they probably prefer to keep it as close to home as possible because it's like all right if you move the game to 2 hours outside of Kansas City, we'll get what that kind of turns into Kansas City home game. You know what I mean? I want to keep it as close to what it was in terms of proximity to it as fast as we can, obviously. And it really all depends on what's going to happen in the next 48 hours. So, have like any really you can ballpark, you can get an estimate of kind of what's going to happen. This one in particular has been very hard to kind of pin down. We all become weather experts down here in Florida. I've lived down here long enough to learn how to disseminate what's important, what's not. So,
Yeah, we do that too here. It'd be ironic if they had to move. It'd be ironic if they had to move a game in Tampa to New Orleans because of a hurricane.
Yeah, I mean, I've had the best of the festival. I guess I taste the part of the festival because I other news, John, we didn't get a chance to talk about this yesterday. Really talk much about the Patriots game in general. Um, but Mac Jones is going to be out for several weeks with that high ankle sprain. So disappointing, disappointing, especially because it came in that final play of the game. And it kind of look, I look at this Patriots team, and I've said so many times to you off there, it's all about perspective. It's all about expectations. You have the right expectations for Tom Brady left. If you didn't, you're having a very hard time these last couple of years trying to find a balance and how you should react to this team. You know what I'm saying, John? Does that make sense? Like, I think some people just didn't getting like, I feel like I'm a psychologist right now. They didn't, I don't know, actually a very bad psychologist because I can't find the words to describe what I'm trying to say. So clearly I didn't take too many psych classes in college. They're trying to accept it. They're trying to figure out and come to grips with what this Patriots team is, and it's just like every other NFL team, John. That's the thing. It's just like every other NFL team now. Before it wasn't. Before it was the Patriots and Tom Brady. They won all the time. You expect them to win all the time. The season didn't start until every season. Now it's a grind. Now it's a struggle. Now it's just like every other franchise in the league. And, look at the injury sense. I mean, you take for granted how, I guess, consistent Brady was and how healthy he was. Yes, he missed 16 games in his career due to injury, but it was because of one injury. Outside of that, never missed another game. In his 23 years, he had one injury that cost him time. And now we're dealing with, the last 3 years of whether it's Mac Jones or Cam Newton or Brian Hoyer, injuries, durability, inconsistency. Again, welcome to the real NFL, Patriots fans.
But people, especially those who believe in Bill we trust, which I'm not one of those people. I believe more in Tom Brady. But people who are supporters of Bill Belichick, wrong, just figured that you could plug in another quarterback and then they try and keep on rolling. At least they can. Look, they made the playoffs last year, so that's an accomplishment with a quarterback. But that Bill Belichick is better than the other coaches in the NFL. What we're seeing without Tom Brady, he's 10 games below 500 as a coach. He was below 500 as a coach in the league without Tom Brady. So that's to take aside the game of years. Just forget those. So, people just felt that, Belichick will figure this all out. Well, difficult to figure out when you no longer have the greatest quarterback ever. Just able
I'm not sitting here now and like some people are like, oh, look, Bill's really not that good. No, Bill's great. Bill's great because like, you had Tom Brady, but he still had to make everything work. You know what I mean? So it's like it's a weird just haven't been able to come to grips with just the whole situation. So um you lose Tom Brady, you lose the greatest quarterback of all time, you lose, in my opinion, still the best quarterback in the league. You're obviously going to take a step back. And with a young quarterback like Mac Jones, and we saw this in the last game, there was some very great highs, but some very frustrating lows. But that's the NFL, John. Look across the league. That's what the NFL is. And I think unfortunately for a large segment of the most vocal Patriots fan, which is, maybe your early 20s, early to mid 20-year olds, this is something they more from their franchise. So I think this
Hmm.
is frustrating in a sense for them that, oh my God, this team seems like they're ways away from winning. And you see Mac Jones get hurt, and that's disappointing. But you got to just understand that, yeah, yeah, if you believe that Tom Brady is as great as you have said he is, then you should have expected this. I mean, it is what it is, and we're going to have games where it's like, look, I think the Patriots are a pretty good team. Mac Jones has had some, like I said, great moments, but some really frustrating ones. If he can grow out of those, he can be a very serviceable NFL quarterback. He can be a pretty good one, or he could be a guy. I don't know. I don't know what his ceiling is. I don't know what his floor is. Anyone declaring one way or the other is just making a guess, really, at this point, because we've seen enough on both sides of it. Because like some of those throws he was making down the field to Devontae Parker, you're thinking, oh, okay, this connection is starting to kind of get a rhythm there. But then he throws just a puzzling interception. You're like, that's where you don't have Tom Brady. And here's the thing too. I was thinking of a play in particular, John. It was that fourth down play. Okay,
Hmm.
they it was a rollout that got blown up. I mean, it was a great defensive play by the defender because he came off what his player was and made the tackle. Mac Jones didn't recognize it. And that's fine. I
Right.
mean, it's not an easy thing to do. Um, Tom recognizes that 9.9 out of 10 times, and he floats that ball over the top, and you have a 35-yard gain down the field. And those subtle differences make a huge difference. You know what I mean? And fans got to understand that, like, no, Mac's not going to do that as many times. It is what it is. I mean, not every quarterback's going to recognize that. Tom made it look easy. And I think until level than we anticipated across the board. Like
Mhm.
after 1 week, people thought no one could beat the Bills or certainly the Chiefs. Both teams look very beatable right now, especially with the Bills injuries. Again, you know, you can't expect them not to have an impact on this team. Um, the Eagles, I mean, we're gonna, we do our we do the full press NFL podcast, and John joins me on the show every Wednesday to do our top 5 NFL teams. And there's a good chance that we might both have Philadelphia top of that list this week, just because of what has transpired and what we've seen through the first 3 weeks. But the reality of it is, there's a lot of pretty good teams in this league, and they all have flaws, which means the field is wide open.
It certainly is. I mean, we perceive that Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, and Aaron Rodgers are the 4 better backs in football. And on Sunday, they produced 17, 17, 14, and 12 points and went 1-3. And the only reason someone won is because 2 of them were playing each other.
Yeah.
So, we're talking about lead quarterbacks that put up a grand total of 60 points on Sunday. And then we saw Russell Wilson and Jimmy Garoppolo put up 21 points. So it seems like the defense is ahead of the offense right now. And again, I think this goes back to the exhibition season. There's only 3 exhibition games. Most players don't play in those. There's not many padded practices and training camp. So this feels like extended training camp. So you're seeing, kind of really choppy play. I thought the Patriots-Ravens game was really entertaining, but it was kind of sloppy and choppy and not exactly, a game you're going to send to Canton to show everyone this is how you play. But I thought it was pretty exciting. Heck, it was
Super Bowl, it was, I mean, one of the great offensive performances, back and forth, big time throw. I mean, the Patriots gave up 2 massive drives in the fourth quarter to blow that lead,
Mhm.
but Tom Brady got carried to a Super Bowl. But anyways, that 2003 season was the only year that there was that imbalance in offense. Okay, they really didn't have a run game either. I mean, Antoine Smith was very much at the exact end of his usefulness, I would say, at that point.
Mhm.
But the very next season, I believe they were top 5 in every points allowed, points scored, yards gained, yards. You know what I mean? They were just a juggernaut, and I think that was
They were, yeah.
You
had
know,
Corey Dillon as an elite running back.
Yeah.
You had all your receivers. You had Brady playing at a high level. That
get their head out of their asses and actually start calling plays properly. Because I think, to be honest, more so than the injuries, and we saw it in the final drive last week and during anytime they ran hurry up offense or anytime they really drove the offense through Brady's arms, it didn't really matter who was on the field. He's going to make it work. I just, it's hard for me. And a lot of that too is a lot of faith in Tom Brady, obviously. The fact that this is a odd or even year, which means he is due to go to a Super Bowl. He has not missed consecutive Super Bowls since the 2012-2013 season. So that's seasons. So that's pretty impressive. So I'd like to see that streak keep going. But all right, that's enough for our ranting for the day. Like I said, we're not going to be on the air tomorrow. We'll let you know about Thursday. Obviously, I host the show down here, so everything's coming through my internet. So if we're out of power, obviously I can't do the show unless I figure out how to project a hologram of myself over the entire United States. But then again, I guess Hurricane Ian is I guess a hologram of myself because it's just intense, fiery, and been building steam since Sunday night and the loss that Brady took to Aaron Rodgers. So, anyways, keep an eye out. We'll let you know if we're going to be on the air third or not. If not, we will have a full press NFL podcast with myself and John, giving our top 5 NFL teams, and that will be out Wednesday. So thank you, everyone, for listening. Have a great Tuesday, Wednesday, possibly Thursday, and we will talk to you soon. Take care.